everybody, tonight for Drumdestroyer podcast. I'm not sure if this one is gonna be the first episode. I'm not sure yet, to be honest, because I'm so fucking a mess person. I already did some interviews. I didn't like it, so maybe this one is gonna be the first. Maybe this one is gonna be the second one. God knows. Anyway, tonight just for me, in my fucking place, in my living room, I have Raw Medicine. Yes, guys, you just heard me. Raw Medicine. Raw Medicine is a London-based trio. It's a fucking powerful trio, guys. Trust me, you have to see this guy live. You're gonna shit your pants off. Defining at the beginning themselves as a punk rock, or maybe they tried to, but now they ending up like in being fucking Pantera. I saw last time them live, which it was I think last week on Friday, and the drum kick, it was fucking drilling my head. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's a Lamb of God or shit like that. I was like, oh fucking hell, this is something huge. So anyway, I don't want to waste any more time about like speaking about bullshit, and definitely I want to leave space for them to introduce themselves. So I think the first person that we're gonna speak with us is gonna be Al, the bass player, and is a singer as well in the band. So guys, just for you we have Raw Medicine.
Hey, what up people? So we're glad to be here with you, Drumdestroyer, and
Thank you, mate.
my dear friend, sometimes, not always. And this is gonna be our first podcast with you, so we're pretty excited and actually don't know what to expect and what to say. So we're going with the presentation of the members of the band.
Okay, so
Unless you want me to know something, let's have it.
I want to know what you're playing the band.
I played the bass, which is the thing that I love the most, and I sing. I pretend to sing, so. Or scream.
okay,
I would say like mostly scream, yeah.
okay, Hal. Yeah, I really like it. Tell us a little bit more about what you actually doing in the band. I mean, we know that you play the bass, but I know as well that you compose lyrics and you compose music as well.
Yeah, we do. It's a bit of like not just me, but yeah, I do that too in the band, and we're like pretty active. So from play the instruments to write the lyrics, to sing, to write the instrumentals, to mix the songs, to do our own videos. So we pretty much do ourselves everything, like concern like the whole concept of Raw Medicine. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we can get on the specific if you want, but yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
would tell too.
Yeah, so guys, let's make a big clap to Hal, the bass player of the band.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Now let's pass the microphone to the second member of the band, which is the guitarist and singer as well in the band. The name is Rico, coming directly from Switzerland. And let's introduce Rico.
Hi everybody, my name is Rico. I play guitar and I sing in Raw Medicine.
Do you think this one is gonna be enough for our listener?
No.
Are you fucking insulting us? What the fuck are you talking about? We know already that. I just present you, just telling you that. Just let us know a little bit more, man.
Yeah, I mean, so basically, thanks for that introduction. Was very honored to hear that. Was yeah, very nice, and thanks for having us here. So
It's a pleasure.
it's good to be here and talk about music. So let me know what you want to know, and
Okay.
I'll be happy to.
I will not gonna waste any more time like in introducing you guys. And the last but not the least, definitely, we have the drummer, which is my favorite part, guys. I have like a love for drummer. I've been a drummer and I miss playing drums. But we have Goody, our drummer, our driller. Goody, please.
Thanks for having us. Thank you, man. I play the drums, I make noise in raw medicine, I hit things.
Definitely a good noise, man. The best part of the
Thanks,
band.
man.
So, Goody, what you can tell about yourself? Like, I mean, how long have you been playing?
Playing the drums.
Yeah, how long have you been playing drums?
I think like roughly 15 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
What
since-
actually pushed you to play drum? What was like the first episode that was like, fuck, I love drums. I want to start playing drums. What actually pushed you in doing that?
Yeah, some neighbors of mine, they used to play the drums, and I always heard like the banging noise that came out of their house, and I just wanted to play the drums as well, you know, and then I just started playing on like boxes and everything, pans, until, yeah,
Okay.
my parents said like,
Interesting.
okay, let's give it a try.
Like everybody. Okay, it's very interesting. And what about you guys actually? When do you actually play? And when you start to play your instrument, and why? I mean, do you wanna reply to this? Like,
Well, for me was my parents always listened to a lot of music in my house early on when I grew up, and so it was very important to me early on. And I started to play guitar when I was like, I don't know, 6, 7, something like this, 8. And yeah, since then I play guitar, and it's just, for me, music is everything. Like, it's it lives on, it lives forever. It's just, it satisfies me, it heals me, it gives me like everything I need, and that's why I still do it. And I'm lucky I found those guys that are gonna do it with me. And yeah, it's not you know, you cannot expect it to have like the right people, and I really think like in this band we have the right people. And yeah, so early on when I grew up, music has been a part of my life. Yeah.
why don't you say the same thing, Hal? We want to know why you play bass, wherever, like in this like remotely highland of Italy, which is Sardinia. I'm telling you something. It's come from Sardinia. It's a dear friend of mine, Hal. You have to know that. And it's come from Sardinia. And so, Hal, tell us a little bit about when you start to play bass guitar, what actually brings you to play bass guitar, and why actually a person would choose to play bass guitar, which, I mean, I'm
Did
not
you just say
insulted-
gay guitar?
yeah, gay guitar.
Okay.
We know homophobic, guys. Trust me. No, just, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cut that. Anyway, what actually push you to play bass guitar?
Basically, born as a guitar player, frontman. Then after years, it happened suddenly that a friend of mine asked me, like, basically they need a bass player to play in a cover band, like Distillers and stuff like that. Then I had this shitty bass, and I started to play with this band, and I just enjoyed it so much. And since then, I'm stuck with it. I don't know, many years, 10, something like this. I still suck though, but yeah.
Can I make a joke? You were good in playing guitar.
I was playing. Actually, I was playing.
But sometimes the reason why
was-
like people push you in playing
No, it wasn't because of that. It's just they really needed a bass player, and I loved guitar, even though I never loved solo. But I wasn't that bad as I was playing rhythmic guitar, no solos and stuff like that. So mostly palm mutes and things like that. And then I got stuck with bass, and I carried on with it. So that would happen. And yeah, I used just the guitar to mostly to compose music and in the songwriting process, and no more than that. Since then, I've been playing just bass. Yeah.
Okay, cool
And
to
sing.
hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool, like when you stick with just one instrument. Anyway, so starting from you again, because I was starting before from Goody, which I stopped like and speaking about yourself, guys. Speaking about what actually influenced you as a musician in your life and why.
Well, when I started to play bass guitar, were like, I mean, finest bass players for me, like Matt Freeman from Rancid, or Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers, or even, I don't know, I really like straight bass line, like a California punk rock bass line, and that's it. Like those like bright sounds that you have from the bass, like
So let's see that you like
really bright
exhauster bass
yeah,
guitar, right?
exhauster
Like
like a Mustang bass,
Yeah.
but not the Mustang, actual Mustang bass, the car. I'm talking about the car. So I'm in love with that sound, like a bit bright, still deep and dirty as fuck. Not too much.
Okay,
but
this is what I
dirty,
love.
Yeah,
When I
dirty basses.
definitely being a drummer myself, I was like, I need that fucking sound. I need that fucking body under my fucking drum kick, and I know what you mean.
Yeah,
We've been playing together a couple of times, and your sound, man, is fucking cazzuto. I was saying in Italian. It's fucking like with balls.
you need to feel it in
means.
your guts.
Yeah, it need to reach everything. You need to reach like your mind and your heart. But anyway, let's speak about Rico. Who actually inspired you in playing guitar? When how old were you when you started? Like you were like 13, 12, 6, 5. People that have
Yeah,
crazy.
I was pretty young. I mean, early on, I remember one of the first songs I played was like "Basket Case" from Green Day.
What age?
Yeah, I was like 8 years old or something like that. And
Actually, play with actually electric guitar or just
yeah, I
acoustic?
started with acoustic, but then with electric. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty soon I discovered power chords. And,
This
yeah.
is the ruin.
Yeah,
for your
it's-
parents.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like I said, like first early on, I listened a lot of punk rock and pop punk as well and stuff like that, melodic punk rock. And later on, I really opened up way more, and I really listened to a lot of classic rock, Led Zeppelin, stuff like that. And then I started to listen to more heavy stuff like Lamb of God, Pantera, all this kind of stuff. And since then I've been like really open, like when it comes to genre, in terms like I really like I don't like want to limit myself, you know, like I just take everything that I can get. I mean, I listen to classic music sometimes, you know, listen to very brutal like heavy metals, like completely brutal stuff as well, you know. And so for me it's nice to have the whole spectrum and just take from everything that I like, just take like pieces and put it together. I think that's a nice thing about our band, is that we try to create this thing like with all the influences that we have in the music we like and inspires us, that we try to create something like which is raw medicine, you know. And we like hip hop as well, we like reggae as well, we like heavy music, we like hardcore, we like, it's very broad, our taste. And I mean, I hope that people can recognize that when they hear our.
Man, I can
our
tell you
gig.
from public point of view, which is actually I agree completely in what you're saying, because sometimes you have some ska sound or reggae sound, and it's like that kind of rhythm, like, which is actually brings me far away from what I actually described you at the beginning, which it was kind of reminding Pantera and stuff like that. And this is what actually makes you unique, guys. It gives you like that touch that you say like, oh fuck, this is raw medicine. And I think it's so cool, guys. It's
Thank
really
you.
cool.
Thank
I
you.
really found this
Thank
one
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's speak with Goody about his taste.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with a lot of jazz music and classic music. My dad is also a musician. He plays in a couple of jazz bands. And my mom, she used to sing with me when I was like 4 or 3 years old. I also played the piano, so I'm kind of open to any styles of music as long as it's like heartfelt and nice, yeah. But yeah.
But regarding drum, which one like is your inspiration? What kind
The
of
inspiration?
drum? Yeah, inspiration about drumming.
I'd say like Travis Barker from Blink-182.
Okay.
and the drummer like Steve 32 of Sum 41. These were like my main inspirations back in the days. But
Yes, I'm very happy to have you here, and I didn't expect to be.
We are happy to be here as well. And let me just interrupt you.
He's super excited
and
to speak.
introduce-
in that microphone.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna introduce the host of the evening, Antonio, the drummer of Cavalli, the legacy of Cavalli. Huge fucking nice band, great songs. Drumdestroyer,
Thank you, man.
a fucking great drummer. It's great to be here, man.
Thank you. Anyway, let's speak about. We already talked about you individually. How do you describe yourself as a band? So, how do you describe yourself, and where do you see yourself at the moment?
That's a bit hard. We see ourselves still in Tottenham, in our
Okay.
lovely ghetto. And then, yeah, the reason why we are like, we're just, challenging ourselves, and whether we play it and we seem to be not happy, it's not just, we just enjoyed it, the gig and everything, but just the technical aspect, being like sound engineers of ourselves, then there are critics from us on that aspect. Besides, we have fucking fun every time, playing, it's really nice. But this is something that is always kicking in, because if you do the records and everything, you wanna sound as better as possible. Like, no, you say as better?
That's good.
As good. Yeah, fuck me.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
don't-
Callan
don't
course and
think
coming
about
back. So you wanna sound as good as possible on your like what you imagine the songs like will be like in your mind, not for the other people, like mostly for yourself, because it's like your baby basically. And then other than that, in terms of influences, well, like as I say, while we write music, there is not there is a fine line what are like common thing that everybody likes, and like because we all play like in the roughly like similar way, but in a completely different way as well. So it's like I would say like you could listen like to classic music, then you want to write eventually a song and end up like writing like a metal song, So this is just yourself, the way you express yourself and everything. But yeah, mostly there is like the punk rock, like as a line that we have together, which has been like part of our youth, like for a long time. Then there is like, for example, for me, like lots of American hardcore, which kicks in every time. I love like thrash riffs and shit like that. And then sometimes I love melodic too. It all depends to the mood that you are in, even that day. And so basically, we never know what the whole package is gonna be at the end, like roughly. So we are like wonder, it's gonna be. We just write song and it's like quite different from each other's, but it's just try to keep it
So my
natural
feeling-
as it goes.
So my feeling right now from your answer is like that you kind of still researching
Yeah, definitely.
in a way a sound or something which actually is reflected a little bit in the ears, because as I mentioned before, I start you guys watching you from the really beginning to now, and you actually, if you want to call it definitely grow technically, and as a band, like as a spirits of the band, definitely you much grow. You know more, better each other right now, and you can see this one on the stage. But out of what you're saying, I can still feel that you kind of researching a kind of a sound.
You
Am
can
I right?
tell. Definitely, we are still like studying each other. Like I'm studying myself. Still, like I don't know where Raw Medicine is going for sure. I have an idea. I have like maybe like a line to follow, something like it depends sometimes what we're writing, but like roughly I have an idea, but I have no idea at the same time. So
Can I ask you an hypothetical question, like how do you see Raw Medicine where do you see Raw Medicine in 10 years?
Well, in 10 years I see like Raw Medicine still playing, and I see ourselves older, 10 years older for sure.
Definitely.
I don't know where about. Hope in a better place, even though this is a really beautiful place, but still it's hard to reach the end of the month. So maybe on that side I would say like a slightly better place on that side, but other than that I'm pretty happy with what we are doing at the moment,
Okay. Any of you guys like want to interact with actually what we're talking about? Like, what actually are your thoughts about?
Okay, my thoughts on this. I mean, where Raw Medicine is in 10 years.
Yes.
I think we would just grow continuously and get to know each other better, and that will mirror in our music in the way it will grow as well. And it's just, it's our relationships and the way we stick together, and that's gonna show in our music, and everything else will, happen from there. Like, I'm pretty sure we will be, I mean, there's nothing for us, like there's nothing else we can do. Like, I know, like for those two guys, like we can just play music basically, like, and that's what we do, and that's what we like to do and what we love, and that's what we're gonna do. And like, we do it now, and we're gonna do it in 10 years. Like, that's it,
I'm really glad to hear that. And for you, Woody, what do you have to say?
I completely agree with the things that they said.
Okay, fair enough. Guys, I'll see you in a bit. We're gonna take a quick break, but meanwhile, you're gonna be listening. Fucking Raw Medicine.
Today we bear witness to an emerging class of the totally enslaved. The difference being they don't know it, or better yet, choose to ignore it. They fail to recognize the one weapon available to the enslaved, rebellion.
Raging battles in time, chasing shadows. Who kind different voices? That's why. That's what's dangerous. Seek ye the truth, and the truth will make you free.
We are back online. Hope you enjoy fucking Raw Medicine, guys. I'm sure about that. You fucking enjoyed. We had a nice break. We had like a very whiskey break. We had a couple of things to drink. The guys are fucking very, how do you say? It's quite interesting. We were having a chat with them, and they told me that they actually live together. So I would start from, guys, how do you find this living together thing? I found it really interesting because myself, I remember that I was proposing it to my band, and they just saw my face, and it was like, "You're fucking crazy," which. Now, after years, I think like, yeah, maybe I was fucking crazy. So how do you find actually living together as a band?
Well, I mean, it's both, you know. It's really great, and it's also hard, and it's challenging, and everything together. But you know what I just realized is after the gigs, people come up to me and they tell me like, you guys really sound like unity, or like one thing, like, you know, and they feel the energy and everything. And then when I talk to them and I mention that we live together, they usually say like, wow, okay, that's why you guys like are so like, you know, connected, and that they can feel that. And I don't know that because I'm not in the audience when I play, but it's really, I mean, on the other hand, it's also nice to live together with your friends and with your best friends and everything. So we're glad to have that situation, and we have a very nice house, musician house together.
Okay, this is like your point of view.
That's my point of view.
I'm very interested in listen any single point of you guys, and I want to listen honestly what you think about. So let's go to all.
Awesome. So you wanna know how it feels like? It's good as idea, but it can be awkward, it can be bad, it can be extremely nice, it can be bad again. So the good things that
It
like,
seems that it's
yeah,
more bad for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the most brutal, you know, probably. Yeah, basically, there are so many good points, which is, you know, you commute together, you go to the gigs together. It's straightforward. Whenever you have an idea or something, you know, you can just grab your guitar player or your drummer, and that's like, come here, listen, you know. But then it's hard because at the end, like, we play the same band, which is. And at the end, we are like completely different beings, you know. There is the stuff in common, music-wisely, but then there is also private life and different habits and whatever comes with it and everything. So it's not always like flowers. There's also shit. Yeah. There's also shit, like a lot of shit. I don't know. Yeah, like honestly, yeah, he helps to understand better, like everything. But even, yeah, musically, honestly, like he gives some help, but I don't know how much he helps. In terms of like know the person you're playing with, like it's nice, but in terms of you know, when you see your bandmates more than you see your penis, you know, each day, it's a bit, you know, sometimes you just don't want to take a break. But yeah, okay. On the other side, there is this side, you know, on the other side, there's great things, you know, you do everything together, you can organize yourself way better, you can have fun together when you have fun, but yeah, still, it's like down and upside together.
I think it's fair enough. Like, I want to listen from Goody as well. So
Goody.
Just pass the fucking microphone to Goody. I just want to listen his point of view. Man, what do you think about this?
I mean, I'm pretty easygoing, and I think it's nice to live together. If you want to rehearse, then you can just plug in the stuff and play. But sometimes if it gives you like a bit too much of the stress, then you can just chill out with. We have like 2 cats and they take a lot of stress, so it's nice to just chill in the room with the cat. That
I can
calms
see
me down a
pictures.
lot, but yeah, I mean, it's nice to live with the guys together.
Shout out to Buzz and Rusty.
Okay, yeah. They are their cats, guys. So, as I mentioned before, me and Alberto, we are good friends from a couple of years already. And we've been living together. So, I know he's passionate about Blink 182, Travis Baker, Famous, which is the brand of Travis Baker, right? Am I right, guys? Yeah, am I saying bullshit? Yes, it seems right. So when he started to play with this band, I remember this picture, I think, I'm not sure 100%, where I saw them all wearing fucking Famous clothes. Guys, do you have something to say about that? I was fucking in shock. I was like, okay, guys, okay, Alberto, you find your fucking band. This is right for you. Keep it very solid in your pocket. So, what do you want to tell me about that? I mean, it was really interesting, like in seeing you guys like with jacket, with Famous. Even one of your videos, I think, Goodies, you have like a jacket with Famous patches behind it, which I found really interesting. And I know Alberto, how Alberto loves Famous brand. So, can you tell me a little bit more about that? It's gonna be just a quick one. So, guys.
Yeah. What you wanna?
Well, for me, I mean,
It's okay.
just was Famous was like really a part, like to identify myself when I grew up and everything. So I've been wearing the clothes, and yeah, for like many years and everything. And I still had those clothes, and I was wearing them. It was just like the first time we met and we played in Manor House at this rehearsal room, and we were, I think we were all wearing Famous, but we didn't know each other. So basically, yeah, it was kind of weird, but at the same time, like, okay, was there like okay, like we have similar like interests and everything, so it was really cool. And yeah, it's been a part of all of our youth, I think. But yeah, nowadays it's it changed a bit, but yeah, definitely. What do you want to say?
Yeah, I was like.
Do you have something to add?
I still wear those clothes, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Cool.
know,
I know.
You need money to buy new stuff, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
Australian.
It's cool stuff. Yeah, when you say you look Australian, it just means.
Nowadays we don't have the money to buy those kind of clothes. That's what he wants to say.
Yeah, they go too expensive. Thanks.
Just to be honest, yeah. If you guys want to send us some free Famous clothes, it's fine. We're gonna wear them, but otherwise,
Yeah, thanks Travis to raise the price of that shit.
Anyway, before I was, I think Rico say like, we are a band that we are limitless in a way. I mean, at least we don't want to limit ourselves. So for each of you, what this sentence actually means, limiting yourselves, what does it mean in musically talking?
Well, like, whether, I mean, it depends. Like, it means in our bands, there's no like there are so many bands that are so pointed in like one genre or so. You know, when you're just into one single thing, and we are more like the way we write is like as a feeling. So you must be like open-minded first of all, and like pretty much everything, because someone may like bring out something that is slightly more rock, slightly more metal, slightly a bit trash, a bit more like eventually melodic and stuff. So and we end up like just judging that and taking it for what it is, just to listen to it. You know, whether you feel something or not. There's not this, this is not heavy enough, or this is not like not enough melodic, or like, as long as it gives us feeling, we're open to, you know, to play it and perform it, you know, as long as like we feel that it's our identity somehow, you know, and just we carry on with that music, whether it's like heavier, softer, whatever it is. Maybe next year we're gonna be, I don't know, a church band.
Actually, I make a new question for you. because you say before we not trying to limit ourselves, but how actually this one affect the way you play and the way your band is, like not being limitless in a way, how actually this one affect the raw medicine?
So I mean, to add to the point of limitless and everything, that like for me is like you only limit yourself in a way, because that's like, you know, my kind of idea about how it works, the world and everything. I think it's only like you need to be better than yourself, like, or try, like it doesn't matter, like just like you know, there's no competition in that sense, you know. If you like something, or if someone has some kind of success in what he does, it's nice, you know. It doesn't mean like it's bad for you, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, like limitless for me is like I can write any song that has been written or will be written, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of interesting thought, but it just means like that you don't need to like how can I explain that? Like, you know, the other, like you don't need to see yourself in competition with other people, you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just it's about you and your relationships that you have, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, you know, it's like we always have these kind of limitations by society or people that tell us like what to do, like what is right for you, what you can do, what you cannot do. And I think I don't agree with that, you know. I think you can do anything, but it's just yourself, you know. You need to convince, you know. You need to free yourself from the doubt that you have from.
Do you
from
think like this kind of like being limitless, it can be like in a way a limit to the band? So being limitless, do you think in a way it can be actually a limit?
Yeah, I mean, what you say, it does make sense. And in the beginning, it's for every band, it's like you need to find your kind of niche or your kind of what you do. Like if it's real what you do, there's gonna be something that separates you from others that are doing music. And but you need to find that and explore that, and that's what we're doing. And I think if you listen back to what we've done already, which is different stuff, is kind of like you said in the beginning introduction, is not, it doesn't sound the same, it's already like different, but you can still hear like it's raw medicine, you know. It's always gonna be raw medicine. So we try to experiment, and we just try to push the limits, you know, of music. We try to create like the truest expression of the feeling that we have. That's it, you know. Like just that's or at least I'm talking for myself, like the feeling that the song has, like we just try to give it a good platform, you know. That's
Okay.
my vision, you know.
I completely
I
get
mean?
it. I make another question about it. Like, if, for example, like, if you have to think about from how do you think raw medicine they differentiate themselves from other band?
It's like for me, it's like mostly it could be like energy, like true feelings in terms of performance. Whether we playing like a, you know, more softy song or rather like a brutal part. Like it's just it's the same style, like in our way, but it's like it's just the same energy with like different feelings, but still keeping the same energy, you know. Just it's still true what we do and whether we do so you just, I guess, you know, you see the same energy, so it doesn't really matter whether like we are playing like a certain song or another one. Just all these things that's meant to be like a cool thing, say like we do or whatever we do, super cool. It turns out to be like in terms of like performing in London, like they tends to like maybe like look up for gig and stuff like this, and then they like check out your main genre, which like your closest, like your hardcore band, your punk band, your rock band. So it's actually a good thing like for us because we know what we do, but it's really a pain in the ass because the people don't know like we've been like you may end up like asking to a promoter, oh, this is too heavy to play in this like whatever punk rock night, ska night. This is like maybe like you go like a thrash night, like metal nights, like no metal enough, shit like that. It's like when you say like, oh, what genre you play? Like I cannot really tell you, you know what I mean? It's raw medicine, so you know you like it or not. So it's kind of hard to catalog even for myself, and that's the kind of thing that
I completely understand, guys. And the thing is,
but-
like, what I'm saying, that it's like, because sometimes it's music is art. It's part of art, and it's very difficult to classify, especially from the people that actually they're producing it. But still, the best thing that we can do it by doing art and by doing music is giving a part of ourselves and trying to share it with you people outside. So I really appreciate it, guys, that you're here, that you try to explain us like your point of view. And I think we should take everybody inspiration from what actually is being part of a band and be part of like a serious project, which is Raw Medicine is at the moment. Anyway, we will gonna take another quick break and we're gonna come back soon, but we're not gonna leave you alone. We're gonna put another Raw Medicine video clip. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. I love you. Okay, guys, we are back online, and I hope you enjoy another fucking video clip from Raw Medicine. This guy, the fucking breaking their ass. Honestly, guys, at least you need to give a chance. I'm not saying like go every fucking gig, but you need to give a chance. At least in life, we give chance to everybody. So if you're really passionate about music, if you're really passionate about band, if you're really passionate about independent band, why not? Why not? Anyway, in this chapter of our podcast program, whatever you want to call it, we're gonna speak about, like, we're gonna try to give some inspiration about, and we try to go more inside about what actually means move in a foreigner city and start a band?
It's like for me, it's been like seemed like an infinite journey. It looked like yesterday I moved here, but I actually moved to London like 7-8 years ago. I don't even remember, something like that. And like, yeah, it was to make music, of course, because that's my life. And well, it's not easy at all. And yeah, the purpose was to find like suitable people to like play music with, like that you can get along and with the same brain frequencies or so. But I realized right after, like, it's fucking hard. It took me like to find this band about let's say like 6 years that I was in London, like playing with other bands, and so because you find like loads of musicians that you can play with, but there's no chemistry, there's nothing. So what I started to do at the beginning was like my ideas like I need to be like I be in the scene, you know, see like get known a bit. I need to meet more people, you know. I need more musician. I need to find my people to like just form a band or where I can feel accomplished, you know. And then I start to just let's say play as a session bass player, you know, session bass player with. Then I start to be like a couple of punk bands or so, and I ended up with this like a rock and roll garage whatever punk band, and yeah, that's why I found them. You know, there was like basically a lunch album, and there was the place all crowded, which was like T Chances, like a punk venue. There was a
All the chances.
Holly T Chances. It was awesome, and basically there I found my band, where like in the crowd, and just the singer shouted that I was looking for a band and stuff. Like it took me so many years, you know. And I just remember that day, like I stopped to play, and like a couple of people, like 2 or 3, came to me. It's like, yo, we need bass player, and so like, and these dudes, they give me like their demos and stuff, and I've been listening, and like for a couple of weeks, and actually I haven't been listening like for weeks. I was like, I have these demos, let's have a listen, you know, and stuff. And then we just had the rehearsal, and then I found them. Like it was really crazy, but yeah, it's not easy at all. You just you need to be commit and look for it. You're just not sitting on your bed and waiting for someone knocking at your door, because it's never gonna happen. You probably will die there. But if you're willing to do it, like just play with it and be involved in what you like, and just like try to do it as hard as you can, even though like you end up with no money, no rent to pay, on all the shit that can go on in your life, you know.
Okay, can
Pretty
I see
much.
like another point of view as
Yeah.
well? Like I found yours like very interesting, and
Yeah.
I related like as well like too much, because in many occasions I was actually there physically when he found his band and all this stuff, so I
Yeah.
can actually understand personally what actually means like to find that real connection with
Yeah.
people, which it brings me up like to think about like band is not just about skills, I would say mainly, but it's about people mainly, and of course skills as well, musical skills, but it's a mix of both, which you need to consider when you create a band. Like you need to consider like the people's skills, which it means like you need to have a connection with them. If you don't, for any reason, just ask yourself at least why. Anyway, let's see about what Rico thinks about.
All right. Just one point I want to point
Yeah,
is like
yeah,
it's
definitely.
like the struggle is definitely worth it, you know, in a way. And it's like this is the guy that would push me like to do this. I wouldn't found like my band
Who?
without Drumdestroyer, you know, without you.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
that's what literally happened. It's like one of the dudes that pushed me like to carry on and with my search, you know, and with what I love. So
It's okay, man.
Yeah. love.
Cool. Thank you, man. Love you too.
So I mean, for me, it doesn't really matter if you're foreigner or not. I mean, it's in the end, if you want to start something, you always need to leave things behind to get where you want to go, and it's always a sacrifice you need to be willing to take. But I mean, for me, it was very hard to find the right people in the beginning, because I was when I first moved to London, I was playing guitar for a band from LA, and I was touring the UK and everything, but it was never what I wanted to like do, because I really like to create music and not just to play it. I mean, I like to play it.
So
but
you were kind of a session musician.
yeah, definitely. I mean, we created also like a couple of songs, but most of the songs were already there. I had to learn them and perform them, and it was good. We had good, nice gigs and everything, and but I just realized, like, it made me see that I need to be able to create my vision, and because I really like to create the song, you know, and to express myself, and so that's when I realized I need to start my own band. And I was looking for people, and I couldn't find the right people. Like, I was jamming with people, and then I left London. Even I went to South America for like 6 months, and because I knew No Goody for like a long time. We grew up almost like next to each other, like the village next to each other, and we went to high school together and everything. So we had a band back there, like when we were like 14 or 15. And we were talking when I was in South America, and he said, I'm fed up with this job. I want to go to London. And I was said, I'm not going to stay in the jungle. I want to go back to London as well. And so I just went back and with him, and we started playing, and I wrote couple of songs, during that time, and we recorded some demos, and we were looking for a bass player. It was clear we need a bass player. It was very hard. We had like a couple of guys, and then there was this band playing like where we lived in Shadwell at I don't remember, tavern, something at this place, George Tavern.
Yeah, George Tavern. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Blue Carpet Band was playing, and we walked in there like for the last 3 songs, and we liked it, and then we saw them playing. They're playing at the T. Chance's, and we went there to see them, and then he was filling in for the bass, and I saw him playing, and I told Goody, that's the guy. And after I waited outside, I waited there until he showed up. And
can I ask you something about that? What actually let you feel that he was the right guy?
The feeling was just I felt like I know him in a way, because I just like his style and everything, and the way he played, this kind of energy, and he played really nice. And it seemed like in a way that he doesn't even fit into the picture of the whole band, because his style was different, And so I was just curious, but we didn't have we were we tried a couple of guys, but there was no one nearly close to being like the guy. I was thinking let's do something weird, crazy. I don't know. I didn't know what to do. I was lost, to be honest. And then I saw him, and I was just like, man, that's it, But I didn't know. And then we just, I think, I don't know, we exchanged something. I gave you the link to the demo or something like that. And
anyway, I remember that
it was
night
funny
when he came back home, and he was happy as a bitch.
But what's funny was,
happy,
there was another guy even wanted him as a bass player,
Yeah, I think so.
At the same
he told me a
time.
story about the 2 band, they were looking for you, blah blah, and after you choose something like that. Anyway, he was almost crying. But anyway, about all this story, I wanna listen the last point of view, which is good.
Yeah, man, I used to have a boring 9 to 5 office job, and then one day I just had enough, and I told Rico, yo man, I need to go to London. I need to do something with my life. I cannot work in the office forever until I get old. And we went to London, and then, it all started slowly, but we found Alberto, which was very great. And then,
Enrico is very, Good is very good to summarize everything. I have to say that. Whatever question you ask him, it's very good to summarize. So, do you have any gig coming up?
Yeah, basically, next gig is 8th of November at the Gunners.
Okay.
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a really good party and nice bands. Be ready.
Okay.
And then we have later on 22nd of November at the Beehive and 23rd of November in Kingston, taking out the trash with Bangover and some other fresh fellows.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And do you have like any upcoming albums or EP or CD or single tracks or whatever you want to call it? Do you have anything that our listener should know about that?
We have one EP is called As Hard As It Gets, and then we have our single Killer Seed,
So
which is
I was
available
wrong.
everywhere.
Everywhere, what do you mean? Come on, like.
I mean, yeah, Spotify everywhere, like all the streaming, like Killer Seeds. Then our EP is on Bandcamp mainly. And then we have our couple of videos on YouTube as well. And we have our new record, which we are finalizing now. We have some amazing songs, and it's going to be very nice.
Can you give some insight about that? Like, what's your song is gonna be like? Do you actually, from what my feeling that I get from this chat with this interview, whatever you wanna call it, is like that you guys like to change style and that you're still researching. So what we need to expect from the next album, EP, or I think it's gonna be it. Okay. To be honest, I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be more an album. So what we need to expect from this album?
So basically, it's like the process we are in now is still songwriting. So we get like a bunch of songs, let's say almost 5 to get done, like almost done, and we're gonna pull out like about 8-10 songs for the album, sort of like that's a. So it's not gonna be. We're not gonna start the recording like before then. 1 month from now, and that's what we expect. 1 month and 1.5 months. In terms of style, like what we're trying to be, for sure, it's gonna be like we're trying to be like put as much energy as we can, and still there's gonna be like for sure like heavy riffs, high energy, thrash that we love. Melodic parts and stuff like that. It's gonna be like I would say like less complicated, but heavy, straight, and with more energy. It's like kind of pushy, you know. So that's what it's going to be. Like my vision. Then I don't know what's the rest of the song are going to be, but for now, it seems like pretty energetic and yeah.
Okay.
I'm still
okay,
excited.
guys. Before like we are going toward like the last part of the podcast, and we're gonna be closing.
Yeah.
Do you have any question for me? It's a very strange question, but actually, do you have any question for me?
Yes, like,
Not really. Do you want to think about that? Do you want to take a break?
how comes it's that late that we're doing an interview? You know, it's just people like usually say early morning, and now it's fucking. What time?
Usually all his interviews are early morning.
Yeah,
you know.
about 8
Sorry about
in
that.
the morning.
Still
now.
recording.
Now it's about 11. Which is pretty nice.
Okay,
It's
because
early.
unfortunately,
It's morning for
I'm
us.
still not like a full timer. Podcaster or YouTuber or radio-ish, whatever. So, and I'm doing this one for the sake of the love of the music, which is, I'm completely fine with it. So I have to cut my time around my job, around my life, and around everything else. But still, I'm spending a lot of time around it, and I really love it, and I never regret any minutes about it. And I think is one of the best things that I ever did after Cavalli, which was my ex band, you know, guys. And that's it. This is the reason why we have to cut our like shitty
Veins.
times. Yeah. Do you have any other question before we're gonna go to the other break, and after we're gonna close again?
No, we're good.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna have like our last break, which is gonna be another fucking song from Raw Medicine. Okay, guys, we are back online and we are back with Drumdestroyer podcast.
Boom.
And tonight, as I mentioned like million of times, we have Raw Medicine, a London-based band, a powerful fucking trio, which is like gonna drill your mind. And the reason why is like because the bass player is a fucking exhauster for motorcycles and machine. The guitarist is a fucking bricklayer, so it means like that they're gonna throw bricks on your head. And the fucking drummer is a fucking like driller. It like kind of drill things in your mind with this fucking like kick drum. So I'm very happy to have them here. And you have to know like the essence of this podcast is just like to have like nice music, real people, and everything is based on raw experiences, which I'm very glad to support this kind of scene, and I'm very happy to have in this case Raw Medicine, but throughout our journey we're gonna have more bands. Anyway guys, I think like for tonight is everything. As I mentioned a million of times, like I'm really happy to have you here guys.
Thanks a lot for having us on, and
I just want to
appreciate it,
close,
man.
like before we close, actually I want to make you a last question, which I want to Goody to answer to us.
Yes.
Yeah, come on man. Put your mic close, please, man.
Goody man.
Okay, if for example, no, actually, not for example, if people out there want to listen for the first time, raw medicine, and you think like someone asking you like, okay, we should listen as a first time listener for raw medicine, what do you recommend to listen from them?
Yeah, man, there's that song. We have the songs also on YouTube and also videos. We would recommend to listen to All I've Got from Raw Medicine on YouTube. It's a DIY video. Everything like the recording is also DIY, and this is a good first impression of our band.
Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go through like All I've Got, and guys, I really appreciate you tonight, and I really love you, and thank you very much for coming here tonight.
Thank you, man.
And I really feel really glad to make this happen, and I hope you the best. And tonight, as I say, for Drumdestroyer podcast, we had Raw Medicine, and now we're gonna listen to all of you, All I've Got. And guys, thank you very much. See you again. I hope to see you soon, and we're gonna keep you updated about Raw Medicine future, and definitely when the album gonna come up, it's gonna be published in our page as well. It's gonna be, at least we're gonna have a link where you can connect to Bandcamp, where you can see the new release. I'm gonna keep you updated about what's gonna happen about the future of this band, but definitely we're gonna see a lot forward for this band. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Goody.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Rico.
Cheers, man.
Thank you, Hal.
Peace.
All that matters, start the engines, called for a mission, no need for permission, close the distance to make you listen.